to go.
Brad made a fast start and were able to stay with them really until sort of three-quarter time and made a little bit of a surge late, but didn't quite get the job done. How did you see it playing out?
Yeah, it was. Probably the goal right on three-quarter time with 0 seconds on the clock. That gave a little bit of a buffer, but I thought it was outside of that, it was pretty reflective of the contest. Really tight. I thought both teams had momentum in different areas of the game. I thought our contest work was very good, and Sydney are very slick at the moment. I think they're 3-0 for a reason, and including knocking over two top four sides, including the reigning premier in the last few weeks, is evidence of that. So I thought Sydney were very, very good, but I thought I thought we competed really well. I thought we gave ourselves multiple opportunities, multiple chances, and I think there's a good that's a good foundation level of effort for us.
And a big part of that fast start involved Peter Wright's collision with Harry Cunningham. What did you make of that incident?
You can ask the question, but I can't answer it.
Did you see it? Did you have any thoughts on what
I was watching the game. Yeah. I can't comment on issues that might be before, the MRO. But the only thing I can say, I'm not going to talk about the incident, but Peter Wright is a well-known ball player, always has been since he was a kid, and always has been through his AFL career.
You spoke during the week about looking for that Essendon edge. Is that the sort of thing that you're looking for players to attack the ball in that manner, or what does that mean in terms of this match?
It means a level of competitiveness that all good teams have got, and that they're fierce competitors at the contest. And I thought for the large part tonight we did that.
Was getting on top of that contest and the physicality early, did you feel that it was putting Sydney off their game and it was giving those chances early?
I just think Sydney have dominated their last few weeks, and they've got a lot of players who are very, very slick, very, very good with ball in hand. Their ball movements, very solid at the moment. And if we just sat back and watched them do that, it was going to be a long, difficult night. So, we needed to combat that with some physicality in the contest. And there are a lot of 50-50 contests where the ball could have gone either way. And right at the moment, Sydney are as good as anyone in the competition when they get the ball going their way. They've got some really hard runners in their team. So, we could either make it into an athletics contest, or we could compete in the contest and get the ball going our way. And it was a really good arm wrestle for a big part of that game. But like all good sides, Sydney persisted and were able to break the game open there at the start of the last.
Obviously, some positive numbers around the stoppages, especially the centre bounces. What did you make of, Todd and Sam and that combination?
We couldn't have been happier with Draper's return after a long absence. I mean, we made the difficult decision to sub him out late. And sometimes those decisions are difficult because we really liked what he's doing, particularly at the start of that last quarter. But we really felt to try and win the game, we needed some run into it, and probably a few things go into it. He hasn't played a lot of footy in the last 12 months, but I thought his return was very, very good. And Grundy's been in good form, and has been a big part of giving Sydney ascendancy around the contest. And I thought Draper and Goldstein gave us really good service tonight.
And not on the specific incident, but Peter's ability to kind of, like, the crowd was against him basically from that minute onwards, but I think his first chance, perfect set shot from sort of outside 50, what does that say about him?
We work really hard on all that stuff. Control the things you can control, and you can't control the crowd, you can't control the umpires, you can't control even what the opposition are doing at times, but you can control what you do. So we work very, very hard on that, and to see Pete just go back and absorb whatever pressure he felt was I think really important message to the rest of our group, that regardless of how things are going, we just want to keep competing.
Isaac Heaney was really good for the Swans in that first half, sort of really helped set them up after the battle of that first quarter. Sending Jai Caldwell to him after half-time, how do you think that impact played out on the rest of the game?
Yeah, Calder did a really good job. Heaney was influential. I thought the midfield battle was interesting. I mean, it was, at the end of the day, it was just, Heaney was involved in a lot of scoring chains. He was getting Sydney going, so we felt we needed to arrest that and Corbell did a terrific job.
In a similar fashion, Zach Merrett had some attention from James Rowbottom all night, fought through that and kicked 2 goals in the last quarter and really, I guess, helped the team sort of lead that surge back. How impressive is that from the person who's captaining your club?
Yeah, he wasn't just his offensive stuff. I mean, he's very important to us in all aspects of the game, and chase down tackles, the defensive stuff. Zach's really clear that he sort of expects attention most weeks, and if he doesn't get it, he's almost a little bit offended. So, but he knows that that no one can stop him with the defensive and pressure aspect of his game, which I think he's quickly becoming, elite, for midfielders in the comp.
How close was Darcy Parish to playing tonight?
Well, we picked him. I mean, we thought he'd play. There was always, there's that little caveat from the medical staff that he's clear, but he's got to get through training. We've got to see how he pulls up. So it's the see how he pulls up bit that worries me. So he trained Wednesday. He was fine. That Friday morning he just felt, that for whatever reason, he just didn't feel absolutely 100% confident. So he was cleared medically, but we had about an 8-second conversation that if he didn't feel 100% confident, we weren't going to play him. So. You suspect from that he'll be fine next week. But, Jake Kelly the same, sick. Could he have played? Probably. But, you see from the heat in that game tonight, you just can't take in players who are concerned about illness or injury. So we expect them both to be okay next week. But, we just didn't want to take the risk.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, thanks.